I recently made it to 100,000 Spotify streams in my first 9 months of releasing music, and today I'm going to talk to you about some of the real ways that you can gain streams and grow as a music artist. Welcome back to Weekly Wins, episode 3. This is where I sometimes read out your comments and achievements, but what I want to do today is get stuck into how to grow as an artist and how to gain streams, because for me, getting to 100,000 Spotify streams was quite a big achievement, so I want to share that with you today. That said, if you've done anything cool this week or you've made some progress, then drop it in the comments and I might read it out on next week's show. Okay, the reason I wanted to talk about this video is because when you look online and you're trying to search about how to grow as an artist and build up your streams, whether it's on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, there's a lot of videos that focus on the algorithm of different platforms, or how to hack the algorithm, or hack social media, or grow fast. And for me, I've watched a lot of these videos and I've taken bits from them and I've tried to implement that in my release strategies and things like that. But for me, it comes down to something much simpler than that, and something that is within all of our control. Now, this might not come across as like the most exciting and mind-blowing thing, but I think that's almost the beauty of it. Because for me, it actually comes down to trying to make and release as much music as you can. And I mean it when I say as much as you can, because everyone's going to be able to make different amounts of music depending on their circumstances. We talk about this a lot on this show. One of my previous videos, I was talking about how we have other responsibilities and we're squeezing in music production around other things and how totally normal that is. So it really is make and release as much music as you can. Someone might be able to release 10, 20 songs in a year, someone else might only be able to release 1 or 2. And the reason why I think about these two concepts is because most of those other videos that I see focus on how to grow fast or how to get a viral moment. And I started questioning, what do you do if you do get a viral moment and you're not quite prepared? And that was what was going through my mind. So the reason I'm talking about making music and releasing music is because the more music someone makes, the better they're going to get at producing. And the more people release and put out music, the better they're going to get at their release strategy or their promotion. Because at some point their music's going to get really good, their promotion is going to get really good. And so it's going to get seen by the right people who might be able to help, get those people to the next level. So in my view, making music and releasing music helps to widen that surface level of luck. And when I say surface area of luck, what I'm talking about is the more stuff that we put out there into the world, the more we increase our likelihood of getting some luck. So, we'll all have heard of those people that blew up on social media and, then they're touring around the world and it looked like they got a viral moment and it was luck. And some people will say someone just got lucky. And there will be an element of luck in there for sure. But what we probably don't see is all the hard work that built up to that moment. And when we talk about surface area of luck, they might have been releasing loads of music. John Summit's a really good example. He talked in an interview about how he was making music solidly for a couple of years in his parents' basement, and he was sending it out to loads of record labels, and it was song after song after song after song. He said one of them eventually, he said, got lucky, and then it blew up, and then from then on he was able to build from there. But all those songs he was putting out was increasing the surface area of luck. It was increasing the likelihood that one of them might get lucky. You can use the outcome of that to then pull yourself to the next stage. And now he's, John Summit's absolutely huge. So another thing from John Summit is that because he was making so many songs, he was getting better and better and better. So then as soon as he did get some luck and someone decided to help, he was ready. He knew what to do next. He knew he could make another song that's going to go well. And I've had some experience of this myself. So I made a song called Meant to Be. It was my first song I released this year, and it was in March 2024. It's now on just over 50k streams on Spotify. So it counts for over half of those 100,000 streams with this one song. And I self-released it and managed to gain about 10k streams all by myself. And there was some luck involved with this. I managed to get it on BBC Radio 1 introducing Dance with Jaguar, and I think that gave it a little bit of credibility. But then this is where it gets really interesting, because an artist that I really look up to called Claire, he's really known in the melodic house scene, melodic and deep house. He's released on like Anjuna Deep, This Never Happened, Colorize. And yeah, so he picked up this song and he played it in a set for Colorize that was aired on Sirius XM Chill in America. And then from there, the song got picked up and was played on Sirius XM for about a month. After that, a record label in LA contacted me saying, I've heard your song on Sirius XM Chill. I've been listening to it you know, every day when they listen to the radio, they wanted to sign that song and make some more tracks with me. So since going with that record label, that song went from 10k streams to over 50,000, and then the remaining songs that we've been releasing over the last few months have topped it all up to over 100k. So that journey kind of shows that everything that happened on that song's journey until now increased its surface area even more. It increased the likelihood of some more luck happening, just because these things, like someone playing it in a set and it getting played on the radio and then on another radio, and then a record label picked it up and then it got on playlists. Each time that happened, it just got more and more likely that some more luck would happen with this song. And there was no hacks involved, didn't do anything apart from learn how to make music, put it out there and uploaded it to a portal for BBC Introducing, and that's pretty much all I did with that one. But we also see the best parts of a release, and what we didn't see in that story, or what I didn't say, is that I actually spent about 2 years running up to that release just learning how to produce, learning how to get better at making music and promoting it. So the more we approach making and releasing music with a learning attitude, the better and better we're going to get. And all that does is, one, increases the likelihood of getting some luck, and then you can use that to build yourself up as an artist. But it also means if you do get lucky, or if you do go viral, then you've built such a solid foundation of knowledge that means that you'll know what to do next. And Nic D is a really good example of this. I watched a video where he said that when one of his songs on TikTok went viral, he posted another song the next week, and then both of those songs were going viral, and he got millions of streams for both of them. So basically he was so prepared for going viral that when it did actually happen, he knew exactly what to do, and he made the best of that situation, and then that boosted him to the next level. And so I know it doesn't always sound that glamorous, it's not a quick fix, it's not fast growth, but it's actually really sustainable. And it means that if something really positive does happen in your music career, you'll know what to do with it, and you'll know how to move on to the next stage. The last thing anyone wants is to go viral and not know what to do next. It's kind of saying that if someone wants success from the music industry, then they have to be in it for the long run. And let's be prepared for if that wave ever comes, because if the wave comes, you can ride it. What you don't want to do is see the wave come and then it just passes you by because you weren't quite prepared. And that's, I guess, what I'm trying to say today. Instead of looking for quick wins or hacks or things that are going to grow really fast, sometimes it's just about keeping it simple. And go back to the reasons we got to making music was that we love making music, but we also, you know, want to build this into something cool. So let's also figure out how to promote this music. So I'm not going to sit here and say, like, don't look at any of those videos that talk about, you know, strategic things to grow streams or grow on social media or anything like that, because I honestly I've probably watched them all on YouTube already. I'm probably watching as many marketing and promotional videos as I do Ableton tutorials, because I like growing both at the same time and learning about both, but they're not probably at the core of what's going to help. I think that's what helps me when I'm kind of looking at what to focus on. The core is I need to make really good quality music, and I need to know how to promote it, and I can build a network with that as well. But the only way to do that is to keep making loads of music, keep learning how to get better and better, and keep learning how to promote my stuff better and better. And to be honest, it's a bit of a endurance game. Whoever can do that for the longest is probably going to be one of the best, and they'll probably have one of the biggest networks, and they might be very successful. David Guetta, he's a great example. Think how long he's been going for. Like, by now, he must know production inside out. He's probably got the biggest set of contacts, and he knows how to either promote the music himself, or he'll just get someone else to do it because he's just built this over so long. But what's cool about David Guetta is if you watch any of his kind of tutorial videos or any interviews, you can tell he just really loves making music and he loves learning. I saw a video where someone said that he came to one of their DJ academies, and the first thing he started asking was, oh, show me something new, show me something about music production that you're doing, because he just still wanted to learn. Even at the top of his game, he wants to improve and get better and better. And I think if that's the way we approach this, then we can all be successful, and we can use those hacks and algorithmic sort of growth strategies to kind of add on to that. But usually for me, I don't see them as like the main way to grow. They're just tricks that can really sort of help boost, but just keep focusing on the music and get stuff out there. Increase that surface area of look. So that's my view of how to really grow as a music artist and build up your streams and build up your audience. It does take a long time. We all have to be in it for the long run, but if you've made it this far in the video, then you obviously are in it for the long run. You've listened to me talk for the last 5 minutes or so, but I hope you've gained something from this today. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know your achievements so I can read them out in future episodes. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you same time next week.